It's Tomb Raider Tuesday, lovelies! As night yields to day, as antelope yields to lion, so must each Tuesday squat down and howl in primordial pain and give birth to a brand new episode of Tomb Raider Tuesday, trying as best it can to mask the scent of its process from nearby hyenas. This week, we've reached the Venetian lair of one Marco Bartoli. That's how his drunken goon pronounced it back in China. If it's good enough for drunken cultist goons, it's good enough for me. Here on level 3, Bartoli's Hideout, which suggests that maybe this isn't his home, per se, you know? Just a hideout, just a safe house, just a modest little 3-story shack with nothing more opulent than a grand balcony-laden entrance hall, an expansive library, pool, just the essentials. What are the material things to Marco? Of course, the camera is stuck behind Lara for the vast majority of this game, but I guarantee you, she is seething in sheerest jealousy at the idea that somebody has a tackier looking mansion than she does. You can almost hear her inner dialogue cursing herself for not thinking of the disgusting floral pattern on the ceiling that you see right here. My god, it's repulsive. How does she look up to shoot that heavy without going stone blind from the sight of it? There is far worse to behold in Bartoli's Hideout, I assure you. No wonder it's a hideout. Those statues you see around the walls, they're the unfortunate souls who were too weak to withstand its gaudy deformity and were turned to stone as if by the Gorgons of old. Dogs are waiting to eat you through this outside area here. Won't be able to get a shot of these aggravating bastards for at least another few levels. You know, after the next stage, the Opera House, we get on a seaplane and fly 100 miles offshore to an oil rig. Even that is not enough to escape the fucking dogs. You literally have to dive to the bottom of the goddamned sea to be free of them in this game. They are absolutely relentless. Ooh, shit, there goes some of my brain. There goes some more. Not a dangerous amount, as you can see by my health bar there. Not a crippling amount of brain loss, just enough that Lara can no longer remember what her cousins look like. She'll see him at a family gathering. "Lara, it's me, Cousin Bill." And she'll shrug apologetically, turn around and pull open her gaping cranial wound right there at the fucking dinner table. Aunt Henrietta will go terribly pale and pass out face first into the lobster. And all Lara will get for Christmas from now on is hats. Lots and lots of hats. A little bit of trivia regarding the beginning of this stage. If you were the absolute basest of human beings, the filthiest of gaming vermin, and you cheated your way through the timed boat race that concluded the last level, Venice, by swimming out of the boathouse and tricking the timer, instead of doing it properly and nautically like the game wanted you to, even if you lowered yourself to that and brought horrendous shame and dishonor on your family for generations to come, Tomb Raider 2 will still spawn you with a speedboat at the start of Bartoli's Hideout. Which is more than you deserve, charlatan. If it were up to me, I'd make you swim to this hideout like the piece of shit that you are. But it's not up to me. Nothing's up to me anymore. I'm married with kids. I'm merely a golem, an automaton enslaved to the will of my wife and children. They need clothes, I pay for clothes. They reward me by instantly becoming much larger and bursting out of their clothes, and the process begins anew. The growth rate is absolutely unprecedented. Here you go, I promised you worse, didn't I? Leopard print wallpaper. I know it looks more floral up close, but that's just your brain trying to adjust to the sheer tastelessness of it. Surprise, you bag of shit! At least we know why Bartoli's underlings all wear masks now, don't we? They got special tinted lenses in there to stop their fucking eyes from melting. Let me just tell you this now. A bit of friendly advice, both as a father and a very tall man of 6'7". If you are anywhere over 6 feet tall, do not have children. As soon as you give the shop assistant the money for their shoes, they will explode out of them like somebody's just hoofed Bruce Banner in the yam bag. I tried to moderate my genetic excesses by reproducing with a woman of short stature, Mrs. Fraggers is nearly 1.5 feet smaller than me. Not a dwarf, but I can easily lean on the top of her skull with one arm, allowing me to strike a casual pose while relating hilarious anecdotes to friends and family. But it did nothing! Did absolutely nothing to curb the violent growth spurts of our spawn, who are, judging by my collected data and clumsy attempts at using Microsoft Excel, should be coming in for around 35 feet tall, 12 tons, and vengefully stamping all over your nearest capital city while tanks fruitlessly bombard them within the decades. So, if you got any holiday to take, planning on retiring early, consider this a friendly heads up. My children are coming to eat you. So chill out and have fun. But Bartoli's hideout. Oh, Bartoli's hideout. Very straightforward level. No real backtracking required at all, which is something of a design motif for Tomb Raider 2. The levels become, I guess, grander and larger in scope than in the original game. But they also do get to be a fair deal more linear as well, which is a pretty big reason I prefer the first one overall. Aside from a few moments and a few stages, that trademark isolationism, that grand sense of open exploration from the original Tomb Raider, has given way to a system that seems to hold one of your hands in a directional sense, but simultaneously attempts to feed the other one into a blender when it comes to the combat, which is utterly fucking merciless. There's still a fine amount of traditional bat shittery when it comes to puzzle design and switch placement though. We've got to cross the attic to find a switch to lower the chandeliers right here, so that we can grab that key that's behind the portrait. But who the fuck? Who the fuck would have... That's the key to the library down there. That's how you get into the damn library. Of all the things to lock so goddamn elaborately, the library. Fuck me, to get into the house all I had to do was hit a button about 20 meters away from it. This is dangerous. This is bloody... Look, Christ knows how long this poor bastard's been stuck up here. Julia, fetch me my Carol Vorderman autobiography from the library. Yes, Marco. Right away, Marco. 6 days later, he's still trapped in the rafters, screaming for help. I'm amazed there are any rats left to kill up here. They're all he's got left to eat. Right, careful now. It's dead easy to snap your spine in 18 fucking places here. Oh my god! There we go. There's a safer route down, but balls to it. We're already hopping across chandeliers 25 feet in the air, aren't we? Come to me, little key. Well, it's not little. The keys in these games are enormous. Half the size of your damn leg. Now, not only has Marco hidden this key halfway up a wall protected by an elaborate lighting fixture puzzle, the library itself can only be accessed by hurling yourself down the villa's fucking chimneys. Guess where we're off to next? You can just about make this if your positioning's right. There we go. Fuck off, third chandelier. Alright. You have to... you have to throw yourself down this chimney the right way here. Anything other than a controlled backwards fall is going to stick you in the fireplace on the other side of the shaft and spectacularly set you ablaze. And you can of course remedy that by immediately plunging into this water, but much like in real life, being on fire does a significant amount of damage to you very quickly in Tomb Raider 2, and that's health you're really going to need in a very short while when several heavily armed men react angrily to your presence. Bit of a maze down here. A maze you absolutely do not have to subject yourself to if you're not looking to grab the grenades or the precious golden dragon secret. You can just wade around the corner from where you were to find the entrance to the library. Nah, fuck. Why did I pull that? I didn't need to do that at all. I'll tell you why I did it. Waste a bit of fucking time, waste a bit of oxygen. Make things harder on myself. Might come back to bite me in the arse here. No, we're good. Lungs as dry as a nun's whistle. Happy day. To the library! Splash! Wade. Look at that. Goes to all the trouble of locking the damn place up, then leaves his books outside of it. I smell permissionless borrowing by bored henchmen. Wonder what the late fees are in the Mafia library. Once again, you have failed to return this library's copy of The Very Hungry Caterpillar upon the agreed date. Please, Don Bartoli, I lend you a delightful tale of an insatiable butterfly lover who, on a Monday, eats one apple, but he is still hungry. Don Bartoli, my mother was sick. And on a Tuesday, devours 2 pears, but he is still hungry. I meant to come down to the library last week, I swear, but... And on a Wednesday, he comes across 3 plums, a fine filling fruit, and he consumes the plums, all 3 of them, and yet he hungers still. My car broke down, I couldn't get across town without leaving my mother on a Thursday! El Bluco molto affamato, he finds 4 strawberries, glistening in the morning dew, red and glorious like the heart of a man. And do you know what he did with those strawberries? No, Don Bartoli. You don't know what the Very Hungry Caterpillar did with the 4 strawberries. You have had my book for 3 weeks now, which I must apparently remind you is 1 week more than the period of lending that was agreed upon. And in that 3 weeks, you did not manage to ascertain exactly what this voracious little creature, this Bambino Bruca, did with 4 ripe, delicious strawberries. He ate them, Don. What? Speak up. He ate the strawberries, Don Bartoli. Bravissimo. All 4. Tutti e 4. However, he was still hungry. He was still hungry. Do you recall what else the caterpillar ingested over the course of the 28 pages that make up his incredible tale? I think he had some oranges, a piece of cake. Forgive me, Don, but 5 oranges, 1 slice of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, a slice of watermelon, and 1 single green leaf. This incredible gorging, this grande festa, gave the caterpillar the sustenance he needed to transform into a beautiful butterfly. It was a very moving tale, Don Bartoli. Yes, it was. One that holds great significance for me at this moment, for you see, I am like the Very Hungry Caterpillar, except I am hungry for revenge, and to transform into the beautiful butterfly, La Bella Fafella, I must have that revenge. Do you understand? No, Don Bartoli, I do not follow. I am going to saw off your head and shit on it for not bringing my book back. Oh. Yes, Joey, kill this illiterate clown. He ceases to amuse me. Now I must find out which worthless cocksucker has spat across my face for lending him the tiger who came to tea. Little trick to see through a difficult dual ambush there. Hide behind the door like a stinking coward. These motherfuckers run on honor, you see. The absence of it is completely alien to them. Alrighty, not far to go now. Jump through this window here. Fuck you! And we'll find ourselves in this charming little outside gazebo area that leads to a canal waterfront and a very interesting finale to the level. Now, in the first Tomb Raider, we did a bit of internal restructuring to progress in Natla's mines when we blew up what looked like about 50 tons of TNT to clear a path. Literally the stupidest thing you could ever do. I cannot think of a single worse idea in any situation ever than detonating powerful explosives in an unstable lava-filled cave system while you stand couldn't have been 10 feet away. But Lara Croft escaped winning any Darwin Awards that day because she's a professional idiot. In just a second, however, we're going to demolish this entire building. You make the mistake of doing it before you get this Jade Dragon and you'll lose it forever. Along with the other secrets, it's good for 4 boxes of shotgun shells in this stage. Now, you don't actually have to do this to end the level. You can just come right out of the window and pull yourself up onto the roof you need to get to. But if we do that, we won't get all the kills, which is massively important to me personally. The game does a marvellous job there of not having to actually show you anything exploding. Yeah, see that balcony dude up there? He only shows up when you push the detonator, and I personally can't stand leaving an area in Tomb Raider knowing that anything is still alive. Even passive, harmless creatures. Now when I was playing the reboot, habit forced me to hunt every area into absolute fucking extinction. You know the trailer for Alien Covenant? When they land on the planet and what's her face? Catherine Waterston makes a big deal about silence, no birds, no animals, not a peep. Well, that's how I like to imagine people discovering the aftermath of one of my Tomb Raider runs. Big dark passage to slide into, classic franchise exit. And that wraps us up for this week on Tomb Raider Tuesday. Whee! All the kills, all the secrets, all the items, as per bloody usual. Join me next time for a right hulking bastard of a stage. The infamous, the infuriating, the Opera House.